What is going on, everybody? We are back with Madden 16 Ultimate Team and introducing today Salary Cap Beta, the MUT Salary Cap mode. If you guys don't know what it is, I'll explain it a little bit. There'll be links down below for you guys to go check out if you want to get caught up on it. But basically, it's bringing competitive game to MUT. And it's like the best of both worlds between MUT and Draft Champions. So here you go, you guys can create a team. You have to create a certain team with each player representing a certain amount of cap hit and getting your team under the cap of 1,000. And I'll break down some things. Some tips, some stuff I found in the community from Jake Stein and guys like Zan, some helpful hints. As you're seeing, build your lineup, win games, earn rewards. Pretty damn simple. But let's get on into some of the tips we got here. Leading it off from Zan, if you want to build a balanced MUT salary cap squad, you'll need an average of 29 points per player. And that honestly is just the average. Certain positions like quarterback and running back will go for a lot more than that for like a decent overall beginning point. So just worry about that, 29 per player, and realize that some of these cap hits are insane. Like Golden Ticket Cam Newton has a cap hit of 94, and that's like one of the highest. So realize that's like a tenth of your team. So heading on into tip number 2 right here, another one from Zan, here's from Jake Stein. Happy Sunday. Today's note: salary cap events do not consume contracts, which is huge. If you guys play MUT salary cap, it's different from MUT, but there also are no hits to your salary cap, which is huge. It's nice to see. It's going to be a fun mode, earning rewards, and not really worrying about your players' contracts, because for some people like, oh, no money spent, that could be a problem. Next, another one from Jake Stein is the salary cap is fatigue. Good players will learn how to manage their fatigue and navigate through depth and have diverse play calling. We understand in this new mode, fatigue is less of a factor, but with the lack of depth, you're going to have to manage your guys' fatigue well. You're going to have to almost like babysit them on their fatigue, and a big thing with that is you can't really just spam hurry up, and you can't just pound the rock 24/7. You're going to need to go with a more balanced play call, a little more different. If you want to elevate yourself to the next level of gaming in this, you're going to have to use, you have to be able to sub guys in and use your flex. You have 2 flex spots. Maybe if you like to run the ball a lot, you get a second running back spot. Maybe if you like to spread it out and go nickel at almost every single play, get yourself another corner, get yourself another defensive back. Another one from Jake Stein, the biggest one he's seen with flex players is that don't play anywhere. Use them to add depth to a position like we said before, a second halfback, a third tight end, etc. Huge for you guys that you're basically make it fit your team. Draft Champions, you couldn't really make it fit your team. You had to take whatever you were given. This, make sure you guys cater to your team. Make sure you guys cater to your schemes. It's a really, really good tip right there from Jake. Next, another one from Zen. If you have a starter that doesn't fit your chemistry, especially like right defensive end, strong safety, middle linebacker, tight end, just get the minimum salary cap backup, and you can go spend other cap elsewhere. So say you're a guy who doesn't use your right end. You use a right outside linebacker, defensive tackle on the left end for your 3 down linemen when you pass rush. Well, make sure that right end is the minimum salary cap for that position, which will then let you go spend more cap elsewhere, get you another better player elsewhere. Stuff you guys got to think about. If you guys don't use a tight end, put the minimum guy there, or even look for a good chem boost guy. There are a lot of those bronze and silvers players who really do a good job boosting your chem. Make sure you guys look those guys up on Mudhead. To build on that tip, Zan also has tweeted, if you need a tight end but you don't use a middle linebacker number 2, get the out of position Antonio Gates card. This will simply let you put Antonio Gates a middle linebacker number 2, and then when you go into the game, sub in Antonio Gates at tight end. It'll give you great versatility, great way to use your cap smartly and wisely. Great tip from Zan. Let's head on into the next one. Jake Stein says, player boosts work, but coaches boosts don't. So if a player has like on the signature card is like a +1 pursuit or +2 pursuit or whatever, those do work as coach ones, as you see from like the dual styles you got. Like I guess one could be the Rex Ryan little pepper card. Any boost that they give you, that does not affect your team. Good tip there. Let's head into another one. Here, Jake goes over the rules for the salary cap. Wide receiver at tight end, fullback at tight end, and offensive lineman at tight end. Those are not allowed. So just, again, guys, remember that you can't just freely place guys wherever like you do in MUT. It's a little bit more restricted, which is good. So when you guys go to play, when you guys go to make your teams, realize that you can't make your team how you would have made it in MUT. If there's something you did in MUT, realize you cannot do that, and build your team around that effectively. And lastly, with fatigue being such of a factor and like the way that they're shaping it, timeouts give 50% more recovery than a normal game. So again, utilize that wisely. If you're a guy that in the first half you want to move the ball quick, maybe do some hurry up, make sure to use a timeout here and there. Don't just like save them all. Again, you have 6 timeouts in a game, 3 per half, and you don't get them back the next game. It's like a very, very easy tip. So just use them. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. I'll have links down below for everything else regarding this. And again, I'll put Jake Stein, who is the creator of this MUT salary cap mode, and Zan, guy who's been tweeting some good tips about it. Put their Twitters in the description. Make sure to hit them up with a follow. And if you guys have any other questions or anything, feel free to hit myself up in the comments on Twitter or any of those guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.